As the 2025 NFL season draws closer, Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow is already casting a critical eye on what the future holds for his team, particularly when it comes to the Bengals' scheduling. Fresh off a year where Cincinnati's schedule once again tested the limits of their endurance, Burrow has a couple of suggestions he hopes will find their way into the team's calendar starting in 2026. Though he's known for his calm, composed demeanor on the field, Burrow didn't hold back when discussing what he'd like to see changed. In particular, two issues stood out: the constant road trips to face the Baltimore Ravens in primetime and the Bengals' exclusion from an international game. With each point, Burrow's words resonated with both frustration and hope, as he made a clear call for changes that could give his team a more favorable outlook on the schedule moving forward. Primetime woes in Baltimore. The first bone of contention for Burrow is the Bengals' repeated trips to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, particularly for primetime games. For the fourth consecutive season, the Bengals will find themselves facing off against their divisional rivals, the Ravens, in a primetime game on the road, this time on Thanksgiving night. The game is scheduled for an 8:20 p.m. start, a tough challenge for Cincinnati given the energy-sapping nature of late-season night games on the road. Burrow's frustration with the scheduling trend is palpable. Playing in Baltimore for the fourth straight primetime year isn't ideal, Burrow admitted to reporters. Maybe we can get one of those in Cincinnati next year, please. While Burrow asked for a shift in the schedule with his signature polite tone, the underlying sentiment was clear. He's tired of the burden this road trip places on the Bengals. It's not just the travel itself, but the cumulative effect of facing an AFC North rival in their hostile environment, under the bright lights, season after season. It's a challenge that the Bengals haven't conquered yet. Over the past 3 seasons, Cincinnati has lost every primetime matchup in Baltimore, and with another high-stakes night game looming in 2025, the Bengals have yet to taste victory in this notoriously difficult setting. This isn't just about the fatigue of playing on the road in prime time, though. It's about the psychological toll these contests exact on the team. Division games carry more weight, and having to do battle on the Ravens' turf with a national audience watching adds a layer of pressure that doesn't necessarily benefit the Bengals' chances. It's a matchup that the team could certainly do without for a change, at least from a scheduling standpoint. The international stage, a missed opportunity. The second issue on Burrow's radar concerns the Bengals' absence from the international stage. While several NFL teams have been featured in overseas games over the years, many of them already in Burrow's time with the Bengals, Cincinnati has yet to play in a foreign market, and the 2025 schedule didn't change that. For Burrow, this isn't just about the glamour of traveling abroad. He views it as a missed opportunity to help grow the game globally. As a player with a global following, he understands the importance of the NFL's international expansion, and he's been an outspoken advocate of increasing the league's presence in Europe, Asia, and beyond. It's a little disappointing, Burrow shared with a sense of longing. To not have a stage like that's a little disappointing, because I feel like I've consciously worked hard to try to grow the game internationally over the last 18 months or so. So hopefully at some point in my career we can go over there. It's clear Burrow takes pride in being a face of the league, and he's willing to put in the effort to make the game more accessible to people around the world. His involvement in the Netflix documentary series Quarterback was one such example of his intent to showcase the NFL beyond American borders. Burrow's passion for the sport, coupled with his natural charisma, positions him as the perfect ambassador to introduce the Bengals and the NFL to international fans. Yet for all of his hard work, the Bengals remain sidelined when it comes to these marquee global matchups. While the Bengals are certainly one of the more exciting teams in the league, the lack of a global spotlight is a glaring oversight. In a league that continues to push its brand into new territories, having a star like Burrow lead the charge for the Bengals would likely be a win for both the team and the NFL as a whole. It's a missed opportunity for Cincinnati, and one Burrow hopes is rectified sooner rather than later. Supporting his teammates. Away from scheduling woes, Burrow also used his media availability to address another issue close to his heart: the future of his teammate, Trey Hendrickson. The Bengals' star defensive end is entering the final stages of his current contract, and with his impressive on-field performances, Hendrickson is more than deserving of a new deal. Burrow was quick to voice his support for Hendrickson, recognizing the importance of keeping the team's defensive core intact.